Hello, I'm Larry Meisel, and welcome to Confidence on Camera, a channel for people who want to become YouTube creators and find that special sauce to overcome the awkwardness and tongue-tiedness that goes along with sitting in a room by yourself, talking to a camera, and trying to make it seem like you're having a casual conversation with a group of intimate strangers. So the way this works is I'm going to pick a topic from a list of table topics from the organization called Toastmasters. And then I'm going to talk for about 5 minutes on that topic to do the best I can to sound interesting and maybe entertaining. You never know. It could happen. And the other thing about it is that we'll be helping each other. I'll be practicing and hopefully improving my performance, and you'll be watching, and then if you'll leave comments and observations and suggestions in the comment section, then you'll be learning and observing what works, what doesn't work. You'll be picturing yourself delivering a presentation in the way that is you're developing your unique style. So let's see what the topic is going to be. Generating a random number, I got 116. So we'll go to the paper and we'll find topic number 116 is, if you could grant one wish, what would you wish for? Well, the obvious answer is you'd wish for an infinite number of wishes. If I could be granted one wish, what would I wish for? I hate forced choice questions because you have to come up with the one thing, and there's never any one thing as far as I can figure. I think a better question is, what would be some of your wishes if you could have your wishes granted? What would you wish for? Wishes, plural. And with that, I've got some better ideas. One first thing that comes to mind is I would wish for civil conversation and depolarization of the American social and political scene. We've gotten way too much animosity. We vilify people who we don't agree with. And when you do that, we can't talk to each other anymore. We can't learn from each other. We can't find any mutually satisfying solutions. I've just been getting interested in an organization called Braver Angels. And they have used techniques and information from social psychology and communication and mediation to help people find ways to talk to each other. They get together, they have workshops for people of differing, opposing political ideas and values, and they have them talk to each other, answering questions like, what concerns you about your own people on your side? What can you say something good about the people on the other side? And it opens up an entirely different kind of dialogue. If I could have another wish, I'd wish for a reduction in the wealth gap. We've got a disparity between rich and poor like we haven't had since the Gilded Age in the early 1900s. And I think this is an unsustainable situation. I remember when Ronald Reagan, they were proposing Reaganomics, and the idea was that they would give tax breaks to wealthy people, and then that would trickle down through the economy. And it kind of made sense with me. I bought the idea because I figured, well, rich people who have like lots and lots of money, they don't hoard their money. They use the money to invest and grow businesses, start businesses and grow the economy. Well, it turns out that that's not true. They really do hoard the money. And that doesn't stimulate the economy because you have to grow the economy from the bottom up and the middle class out, because it's the people in the bottom portion of the economy, people in the middle of the economy who spend money to buy things. And that's what keeps a capitalist economy going, is people buying stuff. And if you concentrate all the money at the top, there's only so many luxury yachts you can buy, and it really isn't that much of a difference when it comes to the engines of the economy. Let's see, is there a third thing? Well, yeah, the one that comes to mind would be healthcare. It's a shame that in the most developed nations in the world have healthcare for the majority of citizens. It doesn't work perfectly, but it works better than being a working class guy who finds out he's got cancer and finds out that the treatment is going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you can go bankrupt to get the treatment, or you can try to live without the treatment. It's a shame. It's an American disgrace. It's a large portion of the economy, and we got to figure out how to absorb that. That the people who are making money in that huge sector of the economy, their income is going to be impacted, and we've got to figure out a way to balance and adjust and adapt to that situation. But it's worth doing because people deserve to have health care. And what was the other one? I just thought of another one. People deserve. Oh yeah, save the damn planet. Global warming's a thing. I get really. I can't imagine conservatives who want to deny global warming, and they cry crocodile tears over things like the government budget deficits because they don't want to leave our grandchildren with those deficits. But apparently they're willing to leave our grandchildren with a dead planet. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section your ideas about these topics. Let me know your observations and your suggestions for how I can improve my on-camera performance. And this channel is an auxiliary channel for my main channel called The Examined Life. That channel is for people interested in the civil discussion of ideas and issues, from the tremendously important to the trivial but interesting. And my goal is to get that channel monetized so that I can donate 90% of the proceeds to Doctors Without Borders and Feeding America and a World Hunger and Poverty Relief organization called Oxfam. Doctors Without Borders, Feeding America, Oxfam, and Amnesty International. So if you help me get the channel monetized, you'll be helping to do good for others just by watching. And if you'd like to accelerate the program a little bit further, before getting monetized, you can support the channel on Patreon. I have a Patreon page. I'll leave a link to my other channel and leave a link to my Patreon account in the comments section. Thanks for watching. And this is the 11th day, the 11th video of a 30-day challenge to record a video once a day for 30 days. If I am successful, I'm going to buy a new piece of equipment for the channel. If I'm not successful, I'm going to donate $25 to Donald Trump's presidential campaign, which, believe me, will be an excruciating punishment. So I'm really, really motivated. I hope you'll tune in tomorrow, and I'll be having another topic and talking about it and trying to get more comfortable, be more spontaneous, be more genuine, be more engaging. Thanks very much. I appreciate your time. I hope I'm going to use that for the thumbnail, right?